Hey guys, welcome to Calera Living, and today we're talking with Melody Whitten. You are the Director of Development for 58 Inc., which, I'm going to be honest, sounds pretty professional. But I need to know, what is 58 Inc. and how it plays into the city of Calera. So first off, let's start with 58 Inc. What is it?
58 Inc. is the economic development entity for Shelby County.
Okay.
So we are funded through the Shelby County Commission, and we operate on behalf of all of the municipalities within the county. So we do economic development, whether it's industrial development, retail development, entrepreneurial development, and then we also get involved in workforce development because all of the industries we recruit to Shelby County need employees. So those are our 4 buckets of responsibility, and we do that on behalf of all of the cities within the county.
So how long have you been doing this, Melody?
In Shelby County, I've been here 4.5 years.
4.5. Okay, and you were in other parts of the state though before that, correct?
Yes, I've done economic development for a city in North Alabama. I came to 58 Inc. from the Alabama Department of Commerce Workforce Development Division, and then I've worked for 2 chambers of commerce in the state.
So this is definitely your wheelhouse, right?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay, so we've talked about what it is that 58 Inc. does, but if you are like me, it's a little bit Greek to me, right? So can you break it down a little bit for us? How is 58 Inc. working with Calera? Why does it matter as a resident of Calera that you guys are here working with the city?
So we consider ourselves mostly lead generation for the city of Calera. Okay. So the city of Calera obviously operates many functions within the city. So utilities, street department, police, fire, but we operate as their economic development arm. So we tell all the cities just to consider us an extension of their staff. And so we are involved in lead generation on a daily basis. So whether it's an industrial project that's looking to put a distribution facility or a manufacturing facility in the community, and they're going to hire 150, 200, 300 employees, we help them find sites. Yeah. Similarly, we also are involved in retail development. So we are constantly chasing retailers. So that may be an end user like Sonic, or it could be a developer, someone who's going to come in and take down 10 acres, 15 acres, and build a 100,000 square foot shopping center, or whatever the case may be. So we work with property owners, of course, and people that have property listed to understand the inventory that we have to work with, whether it's an industrial site or a retail site. What inventory do we have to sell them from a real estate perspective? But then we also try to show the market demographics, why they should look at Calera. Of course, industrial parameters versus retail parameters are very different. Right. Industrial parameters are all about the site and accessibility and the workforce. Retail developers are very different. They look at population growth, household median income, traffic counts. So we are out, as I like to describe it, we go fishing every day.
Right.
So we
Sounds like it, yeah.
Go out and try to establish relationships with these prospects and bring them in to the fold. And then we come to the city and say, okay, I went fishing for you today and I caught this fish. Now, what do you want to do with it? Because in today's world, there is a huge ask for incentives usually. The cost of construction is extremely high right now, and sometimes there's some public-private partnership that's needed to get a project to fruition. And so we serve as the liaison between the retailer or the developer and the city on incentives, but also just infrastructure. If they need gas or water or sewer, how do we connect them to the city to provide those services? And so there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, whether it's a manufacturing plant or it's a fast food restaurant.
Right. So you guys are really just that extension, really the median kind of between new business into the city and the city, but also helping to connect. What about bringing employees in?
So employees come in, obviously you want job creation. Right. So you're not necessarily chasing a retail store or a fast food restaurant for job creation. You want job creation to come through your industrial development. And so the reason that we are very engaged in chasing those distribution facilities or manufacturing facilities is because you're obviously wanting to create jobs for your citizens, but also create wealth for your citizens, because retailers look at daytime population. And so not only do you want a community that's growing because they're building homes and people are moving there, but you also want those people to work there, because we all know that most of the time we shop where we live. And so you want to create wealth in your community by creating jobs, but then you follow those jobs up with housing growth and quality of life, and that brings in retailers.
And because those people are out buying their lunch, getting their groceries on their lunch hour on the way home from work. So yeah, I totally understand that. You guys are doing a lot then. I mean, this is a lot.
It is a lot of work. It's a lot of fun. There's only 3 of us on our team. And so my counterparts were here actually last night in Calera. They spoke at the city council meeting. Their content last night was mostly industrial development, where I do a lot on the retail and the workforce front. So we are very engaged, and we tell our communities all the time, just because you don't see us in your community every day doesn't mean we're not working on behalf of your community every day. So we're very involved in trade shows, specifically to retail, very involved in the International Council of Shopping Centers. I recently attended a hotel conference that's an annual event. And so we're always looking to establish relationships with people that we think we can bring to Calera to open a business or develop an overall project. Maybe it's a single tenant, maybe it's a mixed-use development. So we're constantly looking for those ideas and those projects for the city.
I'm almost a little bit speechless, which doesn't happen very often, but that is huge. What you guys are doing and working for on behalf of the city is huge, and I really appreciate you coming and kind of breaking that down for us, letting us know what's going on. And you're right, they did come and do a presentation at the last city council meeting. You can watch that on YouTube if you want to, but they did a wonderful job also explaining how it all kind of works together and creating those good jobs for our residents, who are then in turn going to be bringing in some great retail and great hotels, restaurants, shopping. You guys are doing an excellent job. I really appreciate you coming and talking to us, Melody.
Well, thanks. Thank you for having me.